Welcome to the MSD Tech live stream. I'm your host Dobbs. We are back again for day 2 of live analytics. Welcome to the MSD. Sorry about that little bit of audio. We are here to discuss real-time analytics of the foreign exchange markets. Here to discuss what we want to do with our lots. Do we want to buy? Do we want to sell? Where do we want to invest? But the cool thing about the internet is we don't like to be alone. We are amongst our peers. Right now, I've got somebody with me, and his name is Andre. You want to say what's up?
Hello.
What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. Just ready for a night full of trading.
Sweet. So what you looking at? Looking at a USD JPY. That's cool. That's cool.
Yep. So I actually just opened a position. This is where I bought. This green line will represent where I bought, and because I bought, I want the trend to go up. And the U.S. dollar is very strong right now, so to buy the U.S. dollar in any pair would be a good idea. Not really a whole lot of technical analysis going on here. It's just what I'm reading on investing.com.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to draw a trend line here, and we're going to predict this is probably going to go up. So yeah, something. So we want to follow that trend. If it does fulfill that trend, that's great. If it doesn't, we're going to keep setting our stop loss a little bit higher every single time according to this trend line. So in about 2 hours, the candle will be like over here, just to make your stop loss, 101.863. But that's just in my opinion.
101.863.
Yeah.
Why do you want to set your stop loss there, not a little bit higher than that?
Well, I said if it does fulfill the trend in 2 hours, that's where the stop loss would be. You just want the stop loss to go according to this trend line right here that I'm scrolling over. See?
Yeah.
Okay. And as you can see, there's some news coming up. Supermarket sales. It's a low priority news event. There's probably not a whole lot of volatility coming with that, but
Cool.
the U.S. dollar is a good buy right now.
Well,
Yeah.
it does look a little bit like it's going up and down, a bit like a roller coaster. I'm not seeing like that W effect that John was talking about yesterday.
You're talking about the ABCD pattern?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking. There's lots of different kinds of patterns. He was just using the simple, I mean, this is just so easy to draw out, you can just... There it is. The good old ABCD pattern.
So it's A, down B, up C, down D.
Right.
And it's always like that.
Mm-hmm.
What about E?
Yeah, there's no E.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh. That's cool.
Yep, so we're just gonna wait on that, folks, and see where the markets take us.
Gonna go ahead and invite John over to the live stream. USD JPY is a good time to buy, says Dre Dibs. Let's see. I'm gonna open up MetaTrader. Probably put a 10-cent lot on that. I opened up a 20-cent lot on the 19th. Probably put a 10-cent at 3 o'clock, and I'm down $103 right now. I opened up
Wow.
a 20-cent lot.
What's up, Jay?
What's up, John?
What's going on, Dobbs?
Not too much.
So you guys are up and running, got a little prospects going on, a little prospecting. I like it.
Yeah, we're just talking about USD JPY and how I'm losing my ass right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a thing or two to say about USD JPY. Like you probably know, I've been in that trade for probably since last Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it's been consistent. It's been catching a consolidation range over the last day since Dre caught that downtrend a little bit. I think it was like maybe 15, 20 pips worth. And now we're seeing a consolidation range where we're hitting a little bit of resistance. And I like that trend line he's made on the upside because that's probably true, at least for now. But well, I'm hoping it goes up for the long term. But based on what happens, we're gonna feel it out and see what the market does.
Cool. I'm gonna put a 20-cent lot on it right now. Oh, not 20 cent, just 10 cent. Even though,
Yeah, go ahead, man.
yeah, I've got a 20-cent lot on it now, but I'm down 103. I want to see if I can balance that out right now since it's on low.
Okay, yeah, that's actually there's a term for that. It's called wedge trading.
Wedge
If
trade.
say you're down, you can see a considerable downtrend or uptrend from a certain pair, and you're just losing your ass on it. You will. I think I told Dre about this too. You will execute another lot in the opposite direction of 1 times the lot that you're losing on, plus half. So that will kind of soften the blow a little bit. I did that earlier today on Odd USD. Where it was going way down. So I entered. I was in on a 4-cent lot for the buy. I still am, and I seen it going down pretty heavy with lots of power. So I then executed an 8-cent lot in the sell position, and wound up making like 15, 20 bucks on that. Then it hit a little bit of resistance, so I closed it out. But that softened the blow a little bit for the losses that I'm currently making up for. So that can kind of do that, but it can also work against you, especially if the spread between the buy point and the sell point is too far. Then you can kind of be losing money in both directions. But you're kind of banking on it going either one of the 2 directions that you're assuming it to go.
Wedge trade. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put in the same exact lot. See if I can just balance it out. Well, yeah, we'll see. All right,
That's you, man. Use your own discretion.
Cool.
What about you, Dre? What are you looking at?
I'm still looking at UJ now. As a lot of traders know, Japanese are stagnant, so trading on UJ would just be trading on the dollar just today because holiday there's really nothing going on. These are low priority news. There's no forecasts. You should not expect much volatility from these events coming up in right around 7 hours. Push for the U.S. dollar. Trading view, and this Fed rate hike on Wednesday is something definitely to look forward. It should be the U.S. dollar. And then the Bank of published something about shoot, I forgot what it was about, interest rates or something, but that was going to be a fairly bearish economic event, and because that's bearish and because the U.S. dollar is bullish, it would be a very good buy on Wednesday, in my opinion.
So, does one of you want to put in the chat up in Trading View about our stream right now?
Dre, I did it yesterday. You go ahead and do it today.
Yeah, I'll do it. Send me the link so I know what to do.
I just want to take the time to thank everyone that came in and watched yesterday. If you're one of the 3 people watching right now, thank you for coming in, showing us some love. We hope to see you for many more occasions.
Actually, I found one guy. His name is Bonavest, and he actually did exactly what we're doing on his YouTube channel about 2 years ago. And he was one of the guys that told us great job in the live chat last night.
Yeah, I see him. I communicate with him a lot on TradingView.
Okay.
He's a quite reputable source. Yeah.
He's got like 1,300 subs on YouTube.
Yeah, he's got a really good reputation on TradingView too. I was watching some of his ideas and stuff. I mean, sometimes we clash heads on stuff, but he's a great guy.
Yeah, actually, I sent him a private message. I invited him to the live stream, see if we could talk with him about FOREX and see what he thinks about everything. He hasn't really responded yet. I assume he's not online, so.
Yeah, I don't see him on TradingView right now. He might be doing something else.
Send the link, you know.
Let me do that real quick. There it is.
Gaming? Why does it say gaming? Michael, I don't see a message.
It didn't come up. Here, I'll do it. I'll do it again.
Matt, you know, do you see my message that I just put in? I said hi. You see it?
No, I don't. I can hear it.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Go into Google Hangouts, like your tab.
Yeah.
Google Hangouts. See my message and just type the link there, and then I'll put it in TradingView.
Oh, okay, I see it. There we go. There it is. Oh, Jahir is watching us on the stream. How's it going, Jahir? He wants us to check out USD CAD when we get the time.
Yeah, maybe a little.
Michael Livingston wants to join on the chat, so I'm gonna give him a call. I'm gonna take you guys over here. Put on. You guys hear the police?
I do.
Coming for our ass.
Coming to shut down our operation.
Right?
Let me go mix up a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem, man.
Bet. Alright. How do I see how many people are watching?
You gotta watch the live stream.
Oh, okay. How many people so I know? Michael.
What?
People are watching.
Well, here's USD CAD. Oh man. Let's see. It doesn't look like USD CAD's moving that much.
He said he wanted us to look at USD CAD.
Yeah.
That is pretty volatile. Filling a trend down movement pretty well with hitting the Bollinger Bands every single time it does a trend. So it's safe to assume because this candle is engulfing this candle and that one is that, should be a decent downtrend. However, the US dollar is a good buy. So this could shoot back up. It's like a downtrend. So I would wait for an entry on USD CAD. If it goes down to the bottom Bollinger Band again, I would buy and can go anywhere. So I would really CAD, but like I said before, goodbye. So that's my analysis.
I'm just on my way to my buddy's house in East Lansing. I'm gonna be there in like 10 minutes so I can hop on.
What was that?
That was Livingston.
Delicious.
What did you got to drink?
It's a little Captain and Coke action. You're gonna start out early. It's gonna be a long night.
Oh, cool, man.
Oh yeah. I just did my my sight reading and that CAD thing. Repeat what I just went over, just to see if you agree or disagree. On the hour chart here, it's been down movements pretty well, with hitting the bottom and the top Bollinger Band. So it'd be safe to assume here that it's a good downtrend. However, it's a good buy. The US dollar is a good buy, really on any chart. So I would wait for an entry if you're looking at USD CAD. Just wait till it hits the bottom Bollinger Band. I would buy USD CAD.
Just gotta wait and see.
Yeah, it's like a time bomb.
Oh, good lordy.
Oh, looks like we got some news coming up on USD JPY.
Fairly low priority. This is really not going to do a whole lot. Traders out there, when you're drawing an ABCD pattern, which is these two triangles, if it does, your hypotenuse of the triangle and turns into a resistance rather than a support. See how it broke out right here and it's then turning into a resistance. See how it's following that. So here, which is why that line is there. I could draw another ABCD pattern, but just for right now, for the sake of time, for more than maybe 4 hours. So just some on you, Jay. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
It was delicious.
All right.
Oh boy, I'll tell you what, hazelnut coffee creamer is bae.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, you know what else is bae though?
What's that?
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, that's the cold-hearted truth.
So let's take a look at my MetaTrader and see how I'm doing on my recent buy. So USD JPY. Kind of can't see that. It's not really focusing. Nope.
I don't think you're even sharing your screen. Everyone's looking at my screen.
I don't think so. Now they are.
Man. Are you sure?
Yeah, you should have like a separate window of the live stream running so you can monitor it. And then mute the audio on it too.
Yeah, you can bet.
You can bat. Shit.
Okay. I'm going to pull this over here. I'm going to open up USD JPY.
Damn, UJ just sunk down to the fucking ground.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really.
Has it broke through your trend line yet, Dre?
Not yet. It's getting pretty close. We're gonna wait another 30 minutes and see. If it does break, I'm just gonna let it go down maybe 2 or 3 pips below the resistance level. If it breaks that, I'm just gonna close my trade.
So are you anticipating it to go up then? Are you on the buy or what?
I am, yeah. I'm long in UJ right now, yeah.
Damn, it just totally switched it. It's back in the green. Yeah, I can't handle another red painted candle. I mean, after 4, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 consecutive greens. And it tried really hard to go down after that second to last red candle.
Yeah, I see it.
That is a good indicator of a uptrend actually. Especially in the hour chart. I don't know what it looks like in the 4-hour chart, but yeah, it's similar. But the wick is not as big. But yeah, man, I'm looking at a 4-hour chart right now. And it looks like it has plenty of room to go back up.
You're looking at JPY?
Yeah. Looks like it's at 101.858. If they can break to 102 by the time we're done with this live stream, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Me too. Alright, let's see here. Now, a couple people were telling me that the long Euro CAD, along with this person right here, Ferris Mackey, I'm trading you. So we're going to take a look at Euro stuff too. Am I live? Like, can they see my?
Yep.
No. Okay. So, I'll trend here within the last 5 or 6. Here, so we can draw a couple trend lines and have them intersect each other at a certain point. Draw that here. Actually, no, that's bad. Never mind. Hold on.
Yo,
It's trash.
I was just seeing if you're gonna be home for the taco bar, but I guess you are. I don't know.
And we'll draw another one. And this way. Trades, or I mean your trend lines with the wick or the candlestick of the movements here.
All right, bud. I'll see you in a little bit.
See, we have this little bit of a consolidation. If it does break resistance, it could be a downtrend if it breaks the support. But that's a good way to make an entry on a trade. However, a lot of people are saying to long EuroCAD, so I just went long without a whole lot of analysis done. There are some news that's coming up that looks hardly bullish. Really nothing too major, but if you're watching right now, you should be trading on Wednesday, not today. Honestly, there's so many things going on Wednesday.
Why Wednesday?
Well, the Bank of Japan is gonna publish some things about their interest rates, along with the U.S. dollar publishing interest rate hikes. If it does hike, if the interest rate rises, that's good for the U.S. dollar. Bank of Japan, their speculation isn't as clear as the U.S. dollar. On investing.com, you could take away what your own mind takes away from it, because there's a whole lot of ways to interpret what they're saying. But basically, I'm just going to read off TradingView right now. It says the Bank of Japan is due to conduct a comprehensive review of its policy and framework, and that combines negative interest rates with a massive asset buy-in program. So if do go negative, it's going to be pretty bad for the Japanese yen. And like I've said before, the dollar is going to be a good buy on Wednesday. So because the dollar is a good buy and because the Japanese yen would be a good sell, it would be a really, really good idea to buy UJ or USD JPY. So yeah, if you're smart, that's what I'd do.
So what's that website you go to check out some news?
Investing.com. Another good one is My FX Book, but you should get the app. Don't go online.
Ah.
The website online isn't really that good.
General Electric plans to invest $10 billion into Argentina coming up here. So if you're looking for a really good long, this would probably be one to check out right now.
Well, in General Electric on Forex, the Argentina currency is probably, and you can only trade the Mexican peso. I don't know if you'd be able to long that. However, if you're into futures or the stock market, you could buy, General Electric because they're expanding. But in terms of Forex, that's fairly, I guess that's kind of irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. That's a huge chunk of change they're putting into that country. The country's probably only worth like $10 billion. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but that's a lot of money going straight into that country.
It's yeah. Out of all the things that affect the markets, the Forex market, that wouldn't. The things that affect it are usually things like or interest rates or reports or trade balances. It's not things that the country in itself is investing in. You should always be watching out for what the country is doing internationally. International economics is what this is about.
So an American company investing in a foreign country is not considered international economics in your opinion?
It is, but it's not going to affect the market.
$10 billion. Something to think about.
It's not.
I think it can change the market because you have certain circumstances where you'll have certain people speak and it will influence the market. You know what I mean?
That's true. That does happen.
A lot of the times that's based on decisions that are made. There's almost all the time there's barely any money changing hands at that point. That's news within itself, just based on certain decisions being made with certain companies and industries. So it could, but I mean, you really can't ever predict the news, what it's going to do. You can predict the volatility, but even that's not always accurate.
USD CAD's on the rise. I'm gonna buy.
What makes you think UCAD is on the rise?
It's rising, like right now.
It seems to be declining right now.
John, you want to do a screen share?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna do it real quick.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink.
All right. Nice. Did you put all those dots there?
Yeah, yep. Actually, yeah. I didn't put the dots there. Those are actually ideas. Like, look, if you see if I scroll over one, like people think, yeah, like this guy's gonna long USDJPY from this position. That's when they brought the idea into effect. That's what makes it. The dot there. Look, if I go to a day chart, the dots get kind of ridiculous. Just because of all
those ideas, yeah.
They're all stacked on top of each other there. The yellow ones are neutral. The red ones mean that they're shorting it, and then the green ones mean that they're longing the pair. So, yeah, it's kind of a lot to look at. I think I can turn that off too, but it's a little less stressful to look at if you look at it on an hour chart. If I scroll out here, as you can see, I drew a little channel here with the red lines. That's like the ideal channel that I want to kind of be in, or I want the whole pair to travel in. As you can see, it kind of traveled outside of it a little bit. This is my little line of resistance. I had it bounced off of it, at least for now. It hasn't came back and touched it. If it can stay away from that red line, this red horizontal line right here, then we're gonna be in good shape for the long term. But this green dotted line is where I bought, and if I go back, I think it was like right here the last time it touched up there. So it went way down, went way up. I have another trade in here somewhere. It kind of just glanced that one, and then it started going back down. I think that was just like yesterday that it did this. Between yesterday and today is this little section right here, and now it's going back up. So I'm expecting, let me draw some others. Maybe we get like a little, maybe not like that, but maybe if we can get it like to go into this range, we'll be in some good shape. It can teeter and totter, but
yeah. Where'd you buy at?
Where did I buy it? I bought way up here like last week.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I'm pretty in the red right now. But that happens with a lot of trades. If you have enough equity to let your account take the hit, you can set your stop loss quite far away, which gives the market a big opportunity to fix itself and actually go in the direction that you want. See, like right here, it started to do what I wanted it to. It went down, so I'm like, okay, it's probably retesting, and it started coming back up, and then the market's closed like right here, right at the tip. And as soon as they opened, it started going up a little bit more, and then it started crashing on me, which was kind of a bummer. But
Man, that's far away too. You're like,
yeah, it is far away. That's like, let's see, we got 102.667. We're at 101.851.
how many pips is that?
I want to say that's probably like close to 10.
10 pips.
Yeah. Yeah, all of 10 pips. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a little lengthy, but I'm hopeful that it'll come back up, because I was in UJ last week, and I was in on the buy, the same place I am right now. And it was going way down. I remember I was down like $85, $90, and I was stressing out, I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I got this right. I think I executed the wrong trade. I don't think I'm in the right position here. But I waited it out, and it wound up coming in profit. I wound up making like 10, $15 on it, but I could have made more if I didn't close it out right away. Like that was like right in this ballpark right here. It was way up here. But I closed it like maybe up here, and I made like $15, but I was just glad to break even. And that's the same kind of position I'm in right now. I'll be just happy to break even on this one. But once you break even, then you can classify it as a non-loss or a gain. And then you can just look at charts again and execute another trade and hope for the best. So I'm kind of in the worst case scenario right now, where you're kind of waiting on a trade to get into profit. But with time, everything happens the way it's supposed to. And if it hits my stop loss, it hits my stop loss. That means I totally got the call wrong. But I guess we'll see.
We will have to wait and see.
Time will tell.
We got somebody else wanting to join the live stream with us. His name is Mike, and I'm about to give him a ring right now.
How's work going for you, Dobbs?
It's going pretty good. I had the day off today, which is awesome. Let me see.
Oh, did you? That's nice.
I don't know how I can get a link.
Let me see if I can do it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I got it. Copy link to share. Here we go.
Okay, yeah, you can check mark joining by link too.
Yeah.
On the Hangout. So, yep, go ahead. Wow, looks like USD CAD is on the rise just based on that 1 minute chart. Let's see here. Wow, I'm glad I closed that out, because I was in on the sell, hardcore sell yesterday. Closed them both out in profit. Didn't make a whole lot, but kind of glad I closed that one out. So I'm really hoping Dre is right on that BOJ governor press conference. There's no projection, nothing like that. That's just like a conference. You got a group of people, group of executives that speak, and that kind of influences the market. And whether that lets the yen appreciate or depreciate will depend on how much the dollar appreciates or depreciates, and that will, in essence, it will affect how USD JPY moves. We're gonna hope for the best and hope it goes back up. I've had a lot of luck, especially in the middle of the week, with UJ going up, and then towards the end of the week, I noticed it kind of goes down, loses power. So we're gonna see what happens. It could have anything.
What's going on?
Hey, Mike.
What's good?
How's it going?
Welcome.
What up, Bink?
What up?
What you guys have been up to?
Shit, you know.
Yep, just sitting here on the live stream. We are live. We got about 5 or 6 people watching us right now on
We're on
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yep, we're live on
what up,
YouTube.
YouTube?
I'll send you the link so you can watch the live stream. But if you could, when you get there, just turn the audio off so we don't get any feedback.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like I was already down 30, and then we were pissed off and still don't trade.
Mike Livingston, I don't know what you've been trading right now. I don't know if you can see my screen. I'm trading on UJ right now. I'm projecting UJ to go up. US dollar seems to be a good buy. And Japanese currency has a holiday today, so the market is so they would just be trading on the US dollar. In my opinion.
Okay, let me. Have you looked at the? You've been looking at the index, I'm guessing, the dollar index. Okay, hold on. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at right now too.
Put in a 30-cent lock and
Yeah, share that screen, bro.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I think it was the same time because it hit that.
How long you guys been doing these live streams?
It's our
second one.
Yep, second day.
Okay, cool.
That's why
Fresh.
I see you guys got like a lot of indicators and stuff. You guys kind of want to show like how I kind of trade?
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's kind of simple. Let me delete all this shit. All right. So like all I really trade based on is, support and resistance, supply and demand zone, and obviously which way the market's trending overall on the day chart, the 4 hour. Obviously this one's going down. So what I'll look at is I don't trade right now. I won't even get into trades at this time. I kind of watch how it's going to go, and then when it comes into London, I'll look for it to hit a major supply or demand zone. So if I was actually looking at this pair, if it was coming into London, oh shit, yeah, thanks. I would draw up my supply zone right here. I see it made a low right here. Because when I get into the market on London session, I don't know how long you guys usually trade for, but I'll usually have my trade in for like 3 to 4 hours, unless it's like a swing trade on like the day chart or something like that. You know what I mean? If I'm looking at the hour chart, I won't even look that far left because I really don't need to, because I'm not looking for this overall move. I'm just looking for this move, just a move really, and I wait for it to come back and retest the zone. So if this was London session, I'd be waiting for this to break this zone right here and come back and retest it. Now, I'd also look for it on the buy side too. Let me see where I draw it right here. Because I'll show you past examples of what I'm talking about. Because I don't like doing this until London, because I'll see this actually move a certain way and it'll make a new zone for me. But like over here, if I was looking at price, I would have my support and resistance. And a lot of people, like you trade support and resistance, and a lot of people like to trade when it breaks out. I would never trade this until price actually comes back up and tests this line, because that means that this support is now newfound resistance. If it doesn't break it, then I'm hopping in for the sell, and I guarantee you it comes back up in here. I would probably draw it right there.
So you're going off of
it came up in
You're going off wick touches.
Not really wick touches. I'm waiting for this to just back up and retest this. And if I see it fail, like it did right here, it came up and it failed, made a reversal. Honestly, it didn't get up to where I wanted it to. I might not have got into this, but after I seen a reversal like this at the new resistance, which was prior support, right? It came back up here, hit it, and failed to go back in there. So now this is the new resistance. So then after it made this reversal candle, I would have just hopped into the trade. Yeah, I would have had a little drawback of about 15 pips, but then overall you see it keeps dropping. Now what I do is I twin trade. So I would have got in with 2 trades right here. Now whatever your risk management is, whatever your account size is, obviously it'd be different lots, but whatever your lot is, you would just cut it in half and do 2 of them. And as soon as I catch 20 or 30 pips, I cash out on the first one, and then the second one I put to break even, and as soon as it goes into profit 30 to 40 pips, then I'll move the stop loss up to 20 pips in profit. So you're almost guaranteed 20 pips, because if this breaks and doesn't go back into it, it's got to go down. So you're honestly almost guaranteed 20 to 30 pips as long as you're looking at the hour or the 4-hour chart, because the candles are a lot different than a 5-minute. If you're looking at a 5-minute and you're only looking at about 10 pips. But as you can see now right here, this is going to be a new supply zone. This was the lowest low it made. So now what I'd be waiting for is price to either break here or break here and then retest it. And then like I'll be so patient. Like honestly, I'll only make 2 or 3 trades a week because sometimes my setups don't happen. So what I'm waiting for is this to actually break and retest, and then to see it continue to go up. But as you can see right here, it tried to break it and it couldn't. Came right back down. So you wouldn't have got in that for the buy because it never came up and retested. So now right here, I'm waiting for it to break here or break down here and retest. So even if this goes down 50, 60 pips, I'm still not going to get in until it comes back up here and I see it retest here and make a nice reversal and then hop in.
You want to get it to sort of stabilize before you jump into it.
Yeah, because you don't want to
yeah.
guess where it's going. You like, because I used to trade just off support resistance. It hit here and I'd buy it, or it hit here and I'd sell it. But you never know if it's going to break, and you never want to get in just because it passes it, because that could be a fake out. It could be just a straight wick, comes back, and then you're fucked, and then it's going to go all the way back up here at least before it's even going to even try to come back down here. So I wait for the initial move, the initial breakout. Like right here was the initial breakout. People were selling, and then all of a sudden, if they're not taking profits, they're negative. And then that's when I would have got in and sold it and kept moving my stop loss down. And I don't think you would have got stopped out here because they made a nice move down. But is there any other pairs you guys are looking at?
I'm looking at odd USD.
I was gonna mark that up. I was looking at it when I was driving, which is safe.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Mike. All right, so how far back, like how can you discredit not going to the left? Like how far left can you actually credit the support and resistance levels that you're setting the lines?
Yeah, I see what I got you. Because I always never knew how far back to look either. We're only looking for this move. Like we're only looking for one move. So you don't really got to look that far back. Like you can kind of see, you can just kind of draw shit. Let me delete everything. So right here is obvious that this is a zone where it failed to break. So this is going to be a supply zone. This is going to be a supply zone. You want to draw it from the wick to the body. Now this one's kind of shitty. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're just going to waiting for the breakout, wait for it to retest. Now, wow, see how perfect this is? Like if you were looking at this, you can see that right here. This was a strong support resistance. It broke it, right?
Yeah.
People were selling, and it came back up. I still wouldn't have got in until it came back up here, retested. Now I would have got in the trade right here, and I wouldn't have got stopped out, but I wouldn't have caught my 20 or 30 pips until like 6 hours later. But it never really had a big drawdown on me. I wait for that retest though, then it falls, and now this is going to be the new support and resistance. It looks like where it's kind of ranging. So I don't really need to look at anything. But yeah, when you see it break here and come back and retest, then you can start looking left. Like, okay, where is it going to stop again? This is probably where it's going to at least stop, and either it's going to stop here and at least come down a little bit. It's not just going to go straight through all that. You know what I mean? It's going to at least hit it, bounce a little bit. So I'm going to take my profit, somewhere in here if it actually breaks this zone and comes back and retests. If it doesn't come back and retest and comes flying up there, then you missed the trade, but you also didn't lose any money because it could have been a fake out. I'm very, very patient now. I used to be the most impatient trader ever. I wanted to make money because the markets were moving. But in all reality, the markets really aren't going to move until at least 8 o'clock. It's just going to kind of bullshit and get people into trades and then fuck them over, really trap them. Because if you get into the trade right here, you're kind of trapped, because if it goes up here, let's say you're buying it, it goes up here, and then it's going to test here, and you still don't know if it's going to break. You don't. I mean, I can't really tell you that if it is for sure or not. So then it tests here, doesn't. So now it's starting to fall. You already know it's going to at least come down to here, and then the second target is probably down to here. So now you're trapped in this little zone. I like to wait for it to break it, so that way I can get the next move. You kind of see what I'm saying?
That's cool.
Right.
That's a good way of thinking about it.
Like I trade like a lot simpler. Yeah, you can add Fibonacci in here too. Like, boom. I mean, right here it came, hit 50% and dropped. I mean, I don't even use Fibonacci that much. I'll use it for like a second confirmation.
I think we lost Mike. That's pretty cool with what he's saying though, and how you only kind of make your buys or sells based on the stabilization of the market. How it's gotta retest it, as he was saying.
My audio's.
Oh, I hear you now, Mike.
Routers from Walmart, but I don't know. Michael, can you hear us, Mr. Livingston?
He just left.
Oh, too bad. All right. Well, today and today was pretty.
Back to Dre. So Dre, what else are you looking at, man? What else? Yeah, you just looking at UJ? You looking at USD CAD, Euro CAD? I'm looking at Euro CAD.
Yeah, I was looking at Euro CAD and USD JPY. So let's just go back to Euro JPY, just because we've been looking at UJ for too long. So we're gonna take into account.
Oh, there he is.
And
welcome back.
I don't know what's wrong with my connection right now. I've got like 4 people on Wi-Fi here. I just got to East Lansing.
Oh, nice. So are you living out there?
No, just my buddy Marky out here. He lives out here, and we do the trading together, and we market too.
Oh, that's
a lot
cool.
of marketing.
If any of your friends want to jump on the live stream, yeah, they're welcome. They're welcome to come and say what's up and talk about what they want to talk about.
Yeah, I'll show you. This is what I'm looking. This is my swing trade that I'm looking at. There's actually a signal that I got.
You gotta share your screen.
Oh shit. This is actually a signal, so this isn't my trade, but this is projected to go up about 300 pips. And what I saw is on the 4-hour chart. Support and resistance. So what I see on the 4-hour chart is, you can kind of see what I was just showing earlier, right?
Yeah.
It broke support. It kind of faked people out here, because a lot of people just buy breakouts. They'll buy this as soon as it breaks it, because that's kind of what they teach you on YouTube. Is when it breaks support and resistance, start buying. But you got to wait for it to come back and retest to see if it's going to stay. And this one obviously
went back through it.
It went right back through pretty smoothly, and it made a reversal, so you knew it wasn't going to continue. And then it actually broke again, and now I'm waiting for this to come back. I'm not getting in because it came down a little bit. I'm waiting for this thing to actually hit. And it hit, and it reversed really hard, and that's a very bullish pattern right here. So now, you go back into your hour chart. You could get into this, but you could get into it now because it don't matter. But as long as you're using risk management, there's really no way you can lose overall, as long as your risk is like, I got in like down here, but as long as your risk management's right, this could go maybe 70 pips down to here and test again. But if you're using a 2-cent lot, that's $14. The overall move is 200 to 300 pips, I'm probably gonna end up taking profit, you know, at 150 or 200 pips, because I mean I'm not greedy anymore. I used to be, but you know, on a 2 cent lot, that's 20 to 30 bucks off, like no risk at all, off a $14 risk.
Why don't you just set your stop loss and profit so you can take profit either way, but you still make more if it
Well,
goes up?
I will. As soon as this makes its next move up, I'm gonna take profit on one of my trades because it's gonna be up. Like right here is just to this line where it's gonna probably stop again, because you can kind of see it kind of bullshitted here for a while, and that's kind of what it hit just now, and that's why it's stopping. But as soon as it gets up here, you know, I'm gonna take one of my profits because I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be up almost 70 pips. Um, but I'm looking at I'm looking at a bigger time frame. That's what I'm not taking my 20, 30 pips right away, because I'm looking at this on the 4-hour chart. Like I'm expecting this to make a bigger, a higher high, because it just broke that zone, retested it. Now it's gonna try and make a higher high.
I see. Now I gotta ask, Michael, are your lines, are they always horizontal?
Yeah, you can draw trend lines too. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can always draw trend lines. Like I'll draw them. I'll draw them all over the place. Like hit that one. Like this one, it was a trend. It broke it, but it kind of came back and respected it. You can draw them all over the place. It's just it's extra confirmation for you. But my biggest thing is waiting for it to break these zones and come back, retest, see on the ADX that the buying pressure is going to be higher. And so like right here, you can see that the green was higher and that the momentum right here was pretty high, and that's why it spiked up. But do you guys know how to read ADX or no? I was trying to explain it and then I got cut out.
I know. Go for it.
Yeah, might as well explain it for everyone to
All right.
kind of learn.
Oh, I forgot there's people watching. Basically, if once the green is starting to get, like, you can draw like a line right here if you wanted to. You can even go into the settings and it will draw it for you. But as soon as it gets over the 30, if it's red, then it's probably gonna start dropping. If it's the green that's over there, it's probably gonna start buying. But you want to wait for this. This is like the momentum, like how strong it is, how strong the buy is or how strong the sell is. So this was a stronger sell. This was a stronger buy. You kind of see what I'm saying? The only other indicator that I'll use is RSI. And the only reason why I use that is because of divergence. What divergence is I'll try and find it. It's like one of the key things that I like to use to actually have my extra confirmation. I'm gonna go to a different pair because I haven't been watching this pair. Okay, right here. You see how right here the market is trending up?
Yeah.
But right here the pressure is trending down. That's what's called divergence. When it's the complete opposite. If you really look at it, it's usually the same. Like look, spikes up, comes down, spikes up, comes down. So once you see something like that is the opposite, they call that divergence. And that's usually when, well, if it's down here, this means that buying pressure is going down. If it was down here making divergence, it would mean selling pressure is going down. You kind of see that. And then and overall on the 4-hour chart, it made a nice push down. I mean, that was a good 600 pips, but I would have probably just caught this and then just said, fuck it, I'm done. Because that's a little over 100 pips.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you do any trading today?
Just EuroCAD.
Uh-huh.
I just got a small 3-cent lot when it came down right in here. After it printed this candle, I got in on halfway into this candle on the hour chart.
Nice.
So I hit here, reversed. I saw this, and then after I saw that green candle, I waited for this to come down and I bought it.
So even if those stabilizations you were talking about are really minute, that's still a good indicator for a significant change.
Yeah, as soon as
Yeah.
it breaks one of those areas, and you see it come back retest, and it fails to come back into it, I mean you're literally guaranteed 20 pips, like guaranteed.
Kind of flavor you smoking on?
It's strawberry banana smoothie.
Oh, nice.
Dude, I just bought this yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Why'd they call it smoothie instead of just strawberry banana?
Cause it literally tastes like a smoothie. I swear to God. Like, you know when you smell, like if you're blending up a smoothie and you smell it,
Yeah.
yo, that's what it smells like, and it's got that little taste at the end too. It's so nice. USD CAD screwed me up last week though.
Yeah, I didn't do so hot last week. I think I don't think was doing too hot either. But
Overall, I caught more pips, but dude, risk management, I
Yeah.
fucked up because I got too greedy. I doubled my account, and then I wanted to fucking triple it. And on one trade, I lost everything that I made for the whole week because my risk management was fucked. I was using 5-cent lots, and then all of a sudden, I wanted to use a 30-cent lot. You know what I'm saying? And only lost like 20, 30 pips, but I lost basically all the money that I made.
that's the worst.
I made like 130 last week, Dre.
Oh yeah.
Hey John, Bonavest just sent me a message. He's saying he wants to join.
Did he wants to join the live stream?
Yeah, but he said he wants a PM in TradingView for the Hangout.
All right, here I can send it to him. Just we gotta change I can change the Hangout to join by link.
Okay.
And then I just created a link. I just copied it, and I'll PM him it.
Cool.
Beyond.
So he's got a
So,
camera too.
Awesome, good deal.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike.
see if I can find him.
Bonavest is actually he's been on this for a long time, and he's got a YouTube channel too.
I want to hear what he
Yeah.
has to say.
Is he on the call or on this thing right now?
He's probably watching
He's
right
watching.
now.
He's probably watching.
Yeah.
He's,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oops.
He's on TradingView all the time.
Is it on like the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this. But on the day chart, the only thing that's stopping me from putting in more trades is you can kind of see right here is kind of a little support. It hit it twice. Now it's hitting it that third time, and we'll see if it breaks. But overall on the 4-hour chart, it tested there and it bounced. Like that day chart candle looks beautiful to me. You see how long the wick is?
Yep.
And it failed. And now it's bouncing back up.
So where's your stop loss in that trade right now?
Yeah, honestly, be right under this wick. Because if I see the price come right back down here again, I'm out. Because obviously that means it failed to break. But it looks like it already tested and came back. Like if you were watching this, you could have got in right when it hit. You know what I mean? And had your stop loss 20, 30 pips. And if it goes wrong, you lost 20, 30 pips. But I like to wait for it to actually print the candle to see that it actually stayed out. So whatever time frame you're looking at, you got to make sure that candle closes before you make your decision. If you're overall looking at the hour chart, then you only got to look at the hour chart and wait for that one to print. But if you're looking overall at the day, you got to wait for the actual day to print. Because those wicks like this is what's going to fuck people up. Like people saw this break and they could have started selling it. And now they're fucked. That's like 110 pips.
So what do you think about UJ, Mike?
UJ? I mean, see, like, I don't know which way it's going to go, but I can guarantee you if it breaks here and tests here, it's going to go up. If it breaks here and tests here, it's going to go down. I don't like to try and guess.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because like this might take all week. This might
Right.
come down here, test, and go all the way back up here. I mean, that's a lot of pips you can make, but I'm just so patient now because I don't want to lose.
We'll see. Hey, if you here, move your cursor a little bit to the left where both those wicks. Oh no, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Yeah, see it like it's like a little bit right of your cursor. Keep going right, slowly, right there. See where
Yeah.
those two wicks? That's where
Yeah.
I bought. I bought right at the top of that green wick, and I'm in the red right now, just because I bought off of the trend and it just fucked me so hard. And I'm still in on it, but it's just a waiting game, you know.
Right. It
It's
is.
shitty. It's
It
shitty.
is. How many? What is your? So you got in like right here?
Yeah, I got in. Yeah, probably like 102.6.
Okay.
And I had way too big of a lot, dude. Like really bad risk management. I got like 500, 600 equity, but I got like a 15 cent plus another 3 cents, so like 17 cent collectively.
So you're probably about down like what, like $90?
I'm
100 bucks?
down just in that trade. It looks like I'm down. Oh shit, I'm down more now. 120. It's like 130, 140.
Yeah.
That's
See,
130
that's
actually.
what they do is they trap you in this shit. It's like such a psychological thing. Like, like when I always said like it's 80% psychological, 20% technical, but I never really planted that in my head until like the last like 2 months of trading.
Oh, I believe that too.
Because like like they can trap you in this shit. Now you're stuck in the zone. Like you know that it could hit here and it could possibly come back up to your price. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. That's
It
what, I
could.
set my stop loss a little bit past that little zone right there you got made.
Yeah. The only thing about I don't trade with stop losses really that much.
Really?
Unless
Okay.
I'm going to bed. Reason being is shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Say you're in the buy and it just hit your, like 20, 30 pips is like right here. Hits it and bounces right back up. Usually fake outs are about 30 to 40 pips.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the week plays out, though. That's all.
Well, I'll try and figure it out. I'll look at the overall like day in the week. I'll try and give you some kind of clue.
Yeah, maybe you can see by the day. It looks pretty down on the day, but if you look across further back, it looks like it's hitting some resistance.
Yeah, I mute the chat.
Same.
Yeah,
Dude, because they'll be trying to trade like right now, or like at 5 o'clock. They're sitting there asking questions.
You looking at this UJ? It's going up. 5 seconds later, it might pop up, guys. For real. 5 seconds later, nah.
Yeah, they'll complain about being down like 7 pips, and then they'll be like, "Oh, it's going up," and it moved like 5.
I know. I hate that shit.
Oh my god.
I try to never listen to anyone's call out on TradingView just because there's so many conflicting ideas.
Oh, I wouldn't. Oh yeah, I'd never look at TradingView. We're just talking about the IMO group chat. Like this is a strong support. This could bounce back up.
Yeah, look, see that range right there on the left side of it?
Yeah, over here.
That looks like it could. I mean, it could bounce up, but it's hitting a lot of. It's
See, the
consolidating
thing
pretty
about
hard
this
too.
is what's dope about this is a nice fucking trade setup. Like, if this breaks here, yo, this is dropping for a minute. If it goes up here and tests, this is going up for at least to here.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm hoping for that long term. Because I was looking at a day chart. I was actually studying the shit out of it for a minute. And
I mean, I'd like to see it go up. Let's look at the dollar index too.
Yeah, that's a big player.
I watch that a lot, especially if I'm trading US. It's probably gonna look almost the same. No,
Oh,
not really.
no, not really.
Fucking ranging like crazy though.
Especially on the hour chart. Holy shit.
I hate trying to look at these charts on here. It's so hard to see. Oh, cool.
You ever look at charts on just the MT4 application?
I never use that anymore. I like how smooth Trading View is. Actually, hold up. I think scanner, if I'm not mistaken.
I added Bonavest, Mike.
Oh, cool.
Dobbs.
So yeah, I sent him a message
Yeah.
too. I think he's just trying to figure out his webcam.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll probably see him in a bit.
So how many different lots do you have at a time, Mike?
Because he has too many friends.
Me?
Yeah.
Lots. Well, it depends on your account for sure. I'd
Yeah.
say for $100 account, never have open more than 5 cents total,
Oh, really?
because that gives you 200 pips that you can lose before your account's blown.
Wow. Bonavest is here.
Hey,
How's it going? Welcome. Thanks for
can you
coming.
hear me okay?
Sounds great.
See if I can get my webcam
Yes.
up here.
USD JPY hit that entry actually when you sold or when you bought it to the sell.
I know. That was unbelievable. I couldn't believe my eyes when that happened. Because then it wicked. It went way up, hit a new candle, went way up, and then it wicked at the same spot where it started the new candle, and then it started the downtrend.
Yeah, see, like the way I use this bitch
There he
now,
is.
like the scanner, I'll wait for it to break. Like I won't even get in at entries anymore. I'll use my own, the way I just kind of taught a little bit. I see it broke right here, came back up and hit that, tested the entry, and now I'm selling it.
Okay.
Wow, that was a really cool animation, Bonavest.
Just playing around with some stuff. I need to get
Yeah.
it to where the webcam will actually look decent. It never puts out like clear HD. It's always fuzzy.
Huh.
Looks
Maybe.
pretty good from my
Yeah.
end.
How long are you
Wow.
guys gonna be on here? Cause I gotta do a couple calls in a video conference here in like 5 minutes.
Another hour, would you say, Dobbs?
Yeah, I'll be on here all night, man. So you can do.
Yeah, you can come in and out, come in and leave. I actually got a link now, Livingston, I can send you
All right,
via Facebook, and then you can just join again from that if you want.
for sure. All right, I'm gonna get these calls done, and I'll hit you guys back up.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
You got a green screen behind you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how that was working out.
Yeah, I used to do live streams and stuff when I was Bitcoin trading. So
Yeah, actually, I saw that on your YouTube channel, and I'm like, wow, that was like 2 years ago. I'm surprised you're not doing it
that's a
anymore.
long time.
Yeah.
No, I got away from Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's too manipulated.
Yeah.
FOREX is manipulated, but Bitcoin is way manipulated.
So where are you from, man?
I am here in the beautiful city and great state of Dallas, Texas.
Very nice. We are up in Michigan.
There you go. I spent
yeah.
some time in Columbus, Ohio, and had to go to Lansing quite a few times.
Oh, very cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I did some work at MSU.
Oh, wow.
Gotcha. That's where I'm going right now, actually. Funny
Ah,
enough.
cool.
Yeah.
So you on
I've
trading?
been a little
you have any-
scared because
Yeah.
I've been scared right now because I've been trying to set up the webcam and everything and getting onto the Hangout and haven't been paying attention to anything that that I've got positions on.
Oh, you're okay.
Man.
So Andre, you still got a screen share going on. I see you're on USD JPY. Have you done anything else with that?
Not exactly. It's resistance line here. If it does break within 5 or 7 right now, run. So I'm just gonna wait and see what it does.
Cool.
Bonavest, what are you looking at, man?
At the moment on the screen's a Euro British pound, trying to see if it's going to fall or not.
Gotcha.
I had put that out as an idea earlier today. Hasn't
did you?
fallen
Okay.
yet.
Have to check that out. I'm Jin Drake, by the way, on TradingView. If you didn't.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
didn't
catch
make the
that.
connection.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I didn't make the connection on the picture, the avatar picture.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a funny story about that.
I was like,
I don't know.
that's that actor guy.
Yeah. Well, he played Principal Jindrak on the movie Max Keeble's Big Move.
Yeah,
It's like a kids movie. I don't know if you heard of it, but
No, I remember seeing that a long time ago.
yeah. So that's where I got that from. Thought it was kind of funny.
Oh yeah, look, just as we talked about it, it's dropping. There you go.
As we speak.
Did you get on a buy or sell on that?
That's a short right now. On a long term, I got an idea for it to go up, but I was just playing the pullback. There's a one called a new channel. Oops, a new channel for channel. There we go.
Oh wow. Stayed right in that channel range.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of sideways action here, so I'm expecting the same thing here, and that's why I was playing the pullback just to grab like maybe 20, 30 pips, and then a really short stop loss of like 8.
Okay.
So it was worth the chance here, and it looks like it may follow through right here. We're seeing a little yellow right showing up here.
You always set your stop loss?
Not always, but on something like this, it's one of those things where I already know that the direction is going to be going up, but I want to capture some pullbacks. So I picked the latest high that's a few bars behind it, because when I started it was literally the last bar, and I just put the stop like right above it, so I'm only risking 8 pips to possibly get 30. So it's a pretty good risk reward there.
That's a good idea. Yeah, the guy that was just
and
on.
It's done it before.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he doesn't usually set stop loss at all. He just sets up a trend line and watches it stabilize across his, kind of like how you have it set up right now, and just in case it just blows through it. That's what he was saying. He just doesn't usually set up a stop loss. But that's cool. I mean, I'm new to this, and all the guys on the stream right now, other than myself, are pretty well versed in doing this. So I'm trying to learn and see what's the best way to not lose.
To not lose, no,
Yeah.
exactly right. I don't really necessarily need to win right now. I just need to not lose, and that's a win right there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So you on TradingView
Yeah, no,
every
actually-
day?
Pretty much lately, unless work's really got me busy, then I don't get on. But I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, I go through my weeks, literally a week where I go sideways. Like I'll knock a home run out of the park and like pretty much high leverage, get like freaking 60 pips, and I'm like riding high, and then I'll follow that up thinking I'm a badass, and I'll follow that up with like 4 or 5 little losses that bring me right back to where I was at. And I'm like, son of a bitch. It's like, so I've kind of learned that whenever I like knock a home run out, I literally just stop trading. I like till the next day or whatever. I just stop trading. I'm not gonna lose anything. I'm not gonna win anything. I'm just gonna chill out for a second, take another look at the setups, see what I can see. Because I've always noticed that after I make a big win, I follow it up with a bunch of losses. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill out.
What market is that?
What's that?
Is that usually in the pound that you were talking about? With the
No, that's across the board.
Oh, just
No, across the board.
Oh,
Just
wow.
trading in general. Yeah, trading in general. Anytime I get a really big win, I'll follow it up with like a few losses, and I'm like, dang it,
Oh,
so
man.
I have to chill out a little bit. I think I'm a badass, and I end up screwing myself. Yeah, I'm by no means an expert, even though people that hear me talk crap in the chat or whatever think that I'm supposedly acting like a professional. Like, no, I am crappy trader. I'm Joe Blow average trader. I make some money, but I'm not like rich and wealthy off of it.
So Bonavest, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of lot sizes are we talking that you're using?
What kind of what sizes?
Like what size lots are you using to trade with on like an average?
Like when I'm when I'm saying, hey, I know where we're going, it's going to shoot up overnight or something, I know it's going to go like 100 pips in this direction, like in less than 24 hours, I'll load up and my max, I will literally load up to almost 50% of my account in margin.
Whoa.
Wow,
So
really?
that's like, yeah, I will do that. I'm, and at that point it is gambling, but it's one of those things where it's where I know this setup is good. It's already started to make that move. Like if the move's going to take about 8 hours, it's already moved at least an hour in the right direction. I'll go ahead and load up, and I won't set a stop loss because I know if there's any big pullbacks, I don't want to get stopped out. I'm just going to let it ride. But yeah, I'll load up to the point where I'm at 50%. But at that point, I'd still have to go like, I don't know, whatever it is, 200 pips the other direction before I'm ever wiped out. So it's like it's one of
Right.
those things where just let it ride. And I only do that every now and again, but that's when I'm really like, riding high at that point.
Gotcha.
But at that point, I'm at like 0.4 lot sizes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent size.
And honestly, that's with an account balance of $2,500. So, I don't mention numbers too much, but like
Right.
in chat or whatever. But like, we're not streaming now, are we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, we are streaming.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're streaming.
I
Yeah.
had to double check that.
Yeah.
But no, I'll still keep going. So yeah, no, I mean, like right now I'm at 2,500, so I'm literally 2.5 times what I started with, and which is a huge accomplishment. And most people, if you say that in the chat, they're just gonna call you bullshit anyway or whatever. So it's like that's why I don't even bother saying anything. But oh well, the cat's out of the bag. But but no, it's one of those things where I've been at 2,500 though for the last 2 weeks because of that. I'll hit a home run and then I'll follow it up with a couple of losses, and I'm like right back where I was at. So the last 2 weeks have kind of sucked. But no, I mean, I'm an average trader. I'm a good trader, but I'm not a rich trader. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha, for sure.
But at the point that I've done 2.5 times my opening balance, it's like I want to go ahead and throw more money at it. I told myself I'd wait till I tripled it, and then at that point I would say, okay, I got my system down. It's more consistent, because those last 2 weeks, it's like it hasn't been consistent, so it's made me hesitate throwing more money at it.
You should get back into live streaming again, Bonavest.
I like it with you guys. Like when you
Yeah.
invited me, I was gonna actually ask about it the other night, but I was like, I don't want to jump on their train or whatever. They feel like, oh, these guys want to just get on our train. I was like, no, I like it because when you got other people, it's cool to bounce stuff off and on, and you can have fun and this and that. When it's me by myself, I hate it. It's like talking to nobody. I'm in my apartment with like no one around, and I'm talking to myself. So
Yeah, it's cool. So it's been 2 years since your last live stream.
yeah,
What
yeah, a
did
long
you?
time. I hadn't traded Bitcoin in a while.
Oh, that was the. Oh, so it was for Bitcoin. You were doing the streams for.
Yeah.
Were you streaming to YouTube? Because I don't think they had streaming back then. 2 years ago.
They didn't have like live streaming, but I mean, you could stream to YouTube. And I did it to where it was like what we're doing right now with Hangout, and it would get sent over to YouTube. So.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, actually, what program did you use for that, the live stream?
For this, I mean, it started out, I just used Hangouts like what we're using now, but the fancy, green screen and all that kind of stuff, that all started with later on when I wanted to get fancy or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was when I used a Telestream Wirecast, and it's a pricey program, but it does exactly what I wanted to. And I used to have like little, lower thirds on the bottom of the screen and all that kind of stuff. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it did good. 1,300 subs on the channel. So were you monetizing your videos over there on the Bonavest channel?
Yeah, but YouTube doesn't pay that much. It used to actually pay pretty well, but for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years or something like that, they changed the way they do payouts, and it doesn't pay very much at all. It's literally like maybe I'd live stream for like 5 hours and have like 100 concurrent users viewing and stuff.
Wow. And
I might make like $1.50 or $3 or something like that.
Oh man.
Yeah, it definitely is not for the, if you're not making millions of viewers, you're not making any money.
Yeah, actually, I started this channel and I had one video that got like 75,000 views, and I ended up making $160 in 2 months off of it.
Now that's good. I make other videos, just like 5-minute, 15-minute type videos.
Yeah.
And those get views. Like one of my channels, my favorite one that I do for my full-time work, I have one video that has like almost 400,000 views. And that one there is just like for the last 3-4 years is just giving me $500 every year. So it's just a little extra check, you know?
Yeah.
It helps me pay for all the crap that I have right now. I have like lights and I have a microphone. I've got the green screen and all that kind of. I've got like an audio processor I'm not even using right now. I was like, yeah, I bought some little toys to play with.
Cool, man. Simpleton in the chat is asking, Texas still have IBFX? Oh, it's not a question.
Oh, man,
I think
I
that's
don't
just a statement. I don't know what he's saying.
Is that in the TV chat you're watching?
That's on the YouTube chat on the live
okay.
stream. Yeah.
I don't think we can see that, can we?
No, you actually have to go and watch it in like a separate tab. Yeah. Oh, he said it's a broker. I
know FXCM has their headquarters here in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
I drive by their building. It's not too far away from where I live at.
Nice building?
Yeah, they filled it up.
Damn.
So the Aussie yen was another one I've been following, and I made an idea for on TV. That one's just been putting out the pips. So it's been real slow, but playing the ups and downs has been really good.
Said odd yen?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna check that out.
Just curious, I noticed the last time y'all streamed, you had like maybe 15 people watching. How many people
Yeah.
are you have watching right now?
We didn't hit that today. I think just because it's Monday, but it's only 4. Over the course of the stream, there's been about the same amount of people coming and going total so far, and we're only about an hour and a half into it.
We had like 20 yesterday.
Yeah, we posted it in the chat, just a link, and a bunch of people were talking about it, and I think that's how it happened.
Did you end up posting it this time around or no?
My buddy did, John, and we only got a few.
Yeah, and I was saying the other thing, like when the mods get in there and stuff, it's like then you can just say, hey, there's a live stream going on PM for the link, because otherwise the mods get all upset and
yeah, that's what I was telling you guys yesterday, Dow's, remember?
Yeah.
Like if you're like promoting anything, usually links to YouTube videos aren't a big deal, but if you're like promoting someone to your page, like say you're putting out signals or whatever, they usually get pissed about that, and mods will come out. I think it's like GC Nulf. He comes out and gets on people for that. Yeah, no links please or whatever. So
I think there was a mod actually watching this stream last night. I think the banker.
Really?
Is he a mod?
Yeah, the banker. I don't know.
Oh, he's definitely not a mod. He gets banned every other week.
Yeah, he's got quite a personality on TradingView.
Thanks for the shout out. I see it on there.
Yeah, you gotta play it off a little bit.
Yeah.
So what do you think about USD JPY, Bonavest? You don't mind looking at it?
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be going up. So if we look at my little idea here, let's see. I put this out. I usually end up putting my ideas like way too early. So this was like 5 days ago.
Okay.
And essentially was looking at it coming up based on a double bottom. And, oops, I can't zoom out here.
You gotta share your screen too.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, that's all right.
Hold on a second. Got too many applications open at once.
Man, that's so cool how he does it.
But yeah, no. Here's the Aussie yen. There's a trend line you can see here, and here's just kind of a channel that's been bouncing around.
Yeah.
I was kind of counting on it doing it one more time here, and it kind of respected this low line here where the last time it touched. but also within the bottom of the trend channel. So I was kind of hoping it'd go up, and if we advance the candles a little bit, it went down a little bit further than I thought. I did like sit there that day, and I was like lowering my my stop loss because I had one. I actually put one there
Really?
because I'm
Okay.
trying to firm up my strategy or whatever, so that it actually can be like I just fire and forget about it. But as much as no stop loss is kind of scary, I've gotten to the point where it's almost 3 times the ATR because I end up getting in too early.
Oh
So
no.
whatever the ATR is, I'll like times it by 3. So sometimes that's like 80 pips or whatever. So might as well be no stop loss.
I see.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I kept adjusting it. That little tip kind of went out of the range there, but I kept adjusting it and literally had to go 3 pips. It went 3 pips below the whatever that even number is, 76,
Okay.
76 whatever dollars yen. But yeah, no, it's been slowly going. I still have faith that it's going to get up there. I just need to see a more of a positive, candles going ascending, because that's what it did here. So I'm kind of looking for the same thing over here to start happening.
That's what I'm hoping for too. I saw that but
Get that hopium.
yeah, it needs some of that. But yeah, I'm hopeful, especially with see how the rest of the week plays out. I know they got some big news. Bank of Japan is coming out with something. I think they got a conference. That
Yeah.
might play a factor. But
Yeah,
we'll see.
actually, what that should actually make the yen, I think, go up.
Yeah.
Because they've been trying to keep it down. So actually, I wanna get out of this trade because that happens. I think tomorrow or the day after. I can't
I think
remember.
it's the 21st, so probably Wednesday.
Oh, okay, that's
I
better.
think so.
Give me some more time for this to happen.
Right, yeah.
It's happening.
So wait, you said that's China you're talking about?
Yeah.
They legalized all. That's the country that legalized all the drugs, right? Did you hear
I
about
wouldn't
that? Okay, no, actually, there was a country. I think it's Korea, South Korea. I'm gonna look it up and find out. But they legalized all the drugs because it's they're just the jails are filling up and they just don't want to put people in jail anymore. Let me look that up.
You sure that wasn't the U.S.? Not that they would actually do
No,
that. But
it's
the
not. It's
same
not the
problem
U.S. Yeah, it's the same problem. That's right, but
here. Same problem, just probably not the same result to how to fix it. Here's the Kiwi dollar that I didn't get out of when my little signal sent me a message. Let's see, where was this at? That was like at 8 o'clock this morning. Oh, I'd already cleared it out. 8 o'clock this morning, it told me, yeah, get out. And then I had other things going on, and all of a sudden it just, as soon as it closed that candle, it literally just dropped right after that. But it's all in the plan. Purple channel going up, it'll get there.
Ecuador.
Ecuador, okay.
Yeah.
That's strange because they do produce a lot of drugs there.
Yeah. So maybe now's a good time to buy in that current. What current? That'd be pesos, wouldn't it?
Ecuadorian pesos?
Yeah.
I think it's pesos,
Pesos.
but it's not Mexican pesos.
Hmm.
I know they use pesos in Colombia and reals in Brazil.
Hmm. Yeah, that economy is gonna explode. But maybe not, because maybe everybody's gonna start dying
What are we talking about in Ecuador?
in Ecuador. Yeah.
Maybe all drug users.
Yeah. Yeah. At first, everybody's gonna start selling. There's gonna be a lot of people with a lot of money. Economy's gonna do a little bit better, and then they're gonna get, too high to function, and they're all gonna die. I'm exaggerating, of course, but
On the other side
Yeah.
of things, here in the United States,
Yeah.
it sounds like anything to do with the weed growing stuff, anything like people that make chemicals to make the plants grow better, the people that make different lighting pieces or whatever, all the stuff having to do with growing weed, booming industry.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna, like, I saw some report about the next 20 years, that industry is gonna be like 1,000% larger than what it is today, or something like that. It's like some extreme, huge, boom or whatever.
Jeez. It's happening here in Michigan. We were gonna vote on it in November to legalize it, but it got knocked down. So it's probably gonna come back around pretty soon.
Yeah, there's a story of a guy who was some engineering guy, and he had this, I think it was like soap or perfume or something, little business of his own in his backyard kind of thing, and he made this little machine that would extract the essence of lavender so that he could like scent his soap or whatever. Well, then he realized that there wasn't so much money in selling the little products that he made, that other people wanted that machine that he had built, so he started selling the actual machine that would do the extracting of lavender. And after a while, he started noticing that he was, this one customer was buying, a lot of them from him. So one time he was on the phone with him, and he asked me, he goes, "Hey, I've always wanted to ask, what do you use the lavender for? What are you doing so much lavender?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, I don't do lavender. I extract the THC out of marijuana."
Oh my god.
So it was like he was like essentially using that same machine. Instead of extracting the scent of lavender, he was extracting the THC out of the marijuana more efficiently or whatever.
Wow.
So yeah, next thing you know, that guy said, "Well, now I know who to market to. 'Cause
Yeah.
you buy a lot of them." Booming business, millions of dollars later.
I bet that's. Yeah, as soon as he started marketing towards that type of market, I'm sure he's doing fine.
Yeah, the markets right about now are kind of slow at this point before Asia open.
It's Monday. It's 8 o'clock usually Eastern Standard Time, right?
Let's see. I'm Central.
You're Central.
And it usually picks up around 7:38. So
Yeah.
maybe in an hour and a half from now.
I see. Yep.
So, do you guys, either of you guys mess with Pine much? Setting up strategies? What do y'all do? Do y'all use indicators? You use price action?
Yeah, so John does, and the other two guys that were here, they do that all the time. Myself, I'm new, so I literally have no idea what I'm doing.
Buy low, sell high.
Buy low, sell. Yeah, right. Actually,
Easy, right?
Yeah, but those horizontal lines that I see you've got set up, you're using those to kind of see if the market's gonna bounce off of them and stabilize. So I think that's what I'm gonna start doing, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can't just throw a bunch of lines everywhere, but
Yeah.
I mean, you find the previous highs and lows, kind of throw a is it a ray?
Uh-huh.
I use a ray, horizontal ray.
Uh-huh.
So that way, once you hit this and you hit the top of this candle, it just puts out a ray going to the right, and it'll continue on down, days, hours, whatever later. And essentially, that something, if a candle hit here and came back down, you would expect that would be a level of resistance later on.
I see. Very cool. Yeah, right now I'm trading inside of USD CAD, and I'm finally making a little bit of profit. I had a 10-cent lot.
You're long or short?
I am going to go long just because I don't know exactly how to read the market very well. So I'm going to wait it out and see. I'm just going to stare at my app. I'm using an app called MetaTrader. I don't know if you heard of it.
Yeah.
Mm. And that's what we're doing.
I haven't really. I think I've seen it once.
Mm. Yeah.
MT4's been around since like the 80s.
MetaTrader 4 you're talking about?
Okay, well, MetaTrader.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, the fifth
But you know
one.
what? The funny thing is, all 5 of them look exactly like the first one. So you know, everybody knocks on the fact that it looks ugly and old.
Yeah. So you're trading with TradingView.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't actually place the trades in TradingView. I don't really like the interface. It doesn't work too well. Oh, by the way, markets are actually moving now. I'm actually almost making some money here.
Cool.
But yeah, this is USD CAD that you were looking at, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is dating back to mid-July. And so those lines you were talking about, you'll notice I put a couple of lines here.
Yeah.
So it just kind of bounces around. You notice it just hits those lines, and that's what those lines that are support and resistance kind of help out with. And looking back at the last couple of times we peaked, it went across this line and came back down. So I'm kind of counting on a short. So I'm short USD CAD on one of my demo accounts right now, and so essentially, I think it's forming a head and shoulders right here.
Yeah, I was short in USD CAD too, but I wound up getting profits. It wasn't that much, but I just wound up taking profits. I'm glad I did too. It looks like it's retested back up right now, going all over the place at the moment. Especially on the hour chart I've been looking at. Yeah, it does look like almost head and shouldery.
There's a guy in the chat that says, "Long the guppy." What does that mean?
That'd be GBP USD.
Oh.
Yeah, there's all these little funny names for the pairs.
Where'd Andre go, Dobbs?
I don't know. I think the internet kind of pooped out on him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna share my screen and kind of put some stuff down, and for the first time see if I can get some of these you call them retainer lines, retention, resistance. Okay, so let's see.
So do you like send out stuff like on your Twitter or anything like that when you do these streams?
So actually, the YouTube actually has a notification system for your subscribers. You can set up a time, and then it'll just show up in the subscribers feed, and then we'll go live at that point.
And then another thing you can do, like right now when you got multiple people talking but you're wanting to show your screen, if you click on your screen down at the bottom, it'll stay on your screen.
Oh yeah, on
So yeah, one of the things that'll happen is like if I'm showing my screen, but then one of you guys says something, it changes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know what we can do? We can go through like segments where we just got like 30 seconds or whatever, and then like maybe just let one person take the stage. They got it. Once you kind of figure out that they're done, then we kind of change gears a little bit. That'd be kind of cool. I'm fine with that. Bonavest, you want to take it off? Go first.
Well, no. I was saying that just the director, whoever's got the whoever's actually doing.
Oh yeah, that's you, Dobbs. Yeah, you're the moderator.
So Dobbs, you're kind of in charge. So it's like if you don't check the what screen to show, it's just gonna keep flipping back and forth between whoever's talking.
Yeah. So actually, I have two monitors, and for the YouTube live stream, I've got the streaming software that is actually on one screen, so I can kind of drag the Hangout window in and out of the stream. And but yeah, for us, you're right. I do have to kind of click and make sure that we're on the right screen. So I'll keep better track of that. Okay, so I'm looking at a 4-hour chart. So when I use this scroll, zooming in and out like this, is this changing the time, or is this 4-hour button kind of changing these candles?
Sorry, I was responding to somebody in chat.
Okay.
Say one more time that you're changing what on the time?
Yeah, so I'm on this 4-hour chart. So does that change the candles, or does it change the whole chart?
Yeah. So when you do a 4-hour chart,
yeah,
it's a 4-hour candle. So when you change it to
Yeah.
1 hour, then the candles become 1 hour.
Yeah, each one of those bars represents 4 hours, Dobbs.
Okay.
4 hours of elapsed time. See the little wicks? That's where the
Yeah.
pair touched, but it didn't stick.
I see.
So if you see like a red candle and then a next green candle, that means from that very bottom point of that red is where it closed at the hour or minute or whatever
Uh-huh.
the time interval you're looking at. And then like wherever the top is or bottom, depending on the color of the bar, that's where it stopped.
Huh.
But if the wick is up there, that means it touched up there at one point, but it didn't stick there. It didn't stay there.
Yeah, Dobbs, click your screen on your Hangout so that it stays on your chart.
Does it look good?
Say something else, Gindrate.
Hey, what's up? What's up going on, guys?
I'm wondering if every time Gindrate talks, it flips back to him instead of looking at your chart.
It's not for
Did you see
me.
that from your end, Dobbs? Or
No,
It
it's
might
it's.
be-
Well, it doesn't switch for you, but when you select the screen, that whatever screen you select is what actually gets sent out to the YouTube, right?
Actually, it's something like that. Yeah, in Hangouts, I can actually. You're right. I have myself selected in Hangouts
Do you?
for the
Okay.
screen share. So
So maybe it just flips on the Hangout screen that I'm looking at.
probably,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow, his settings must be different than Dobbs because he's saying like whoever's speaking should be able to get the floor.
Yeah, actually.
Well, no,
yeah.
I'm saying that's what it's doing right now on mine, but that makes sense. As long as the YouTube doesn't keep flipping back and forth between the screens. That's
Yeah.
good.
See, if yours is doing it, that means Dobbs's could probably do it, and that is on the video.
No. It's just whatever I view in the Hangout window.
Oh, all right, gotcha.
It works. It's good. And actually, based on that little, if you zoom into the price action right there on the far right,
Yeah.
looks like we probably got the top of our shoulder there. So the last high is your head, and then the high before that, the pin bar, or not the pin bar, whatever that is, shooting star. I don't know what the people call those things. That thing, those things. So we've kind of got one over here on the right, forming right now, and then you've got another one on the far left for the other shoulder. So right now, I think we're probably hitting the. Actually, that's more of a doji, I guess.
Horizontal array. Yeah.
The euro pound is starting to fall a little bit more.
USD euro.
Euro pound.
Oh, okay. GB.
That's GBP
Yeah.
USD, Dobbs.
That's the one I'm trying to play that short on.
Yeah. On the 5 minute, it's kind of rising.
On that euro pound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't worry about the noise.
Oh, so okay,
But-
you're checking out like a 4 hour.
Actually, that wasn't. I think that was an hour. I was on the 1 hour.
Yeah.
Which one are you looking at, Dobbs? You just like to watch the minute one?
Well, I'm just clicking around. I'm just trying to kind of get this interface and.
Well, 'cause I used to be the same way. I used to always watch the minute just because I could see it move so much. And that kind of gave me some inclination, like, okay, wow, this is really how much the market's moving. I guess I could. But
Well,
it really fakes
yeah.
you out. If you're trying to make any sort of a pattern out of it, it's so hard to do. It's so widespread where you really can't get a genuine pattern that you can study and read. So.
Well, what Mike was saying was if you wanted to just catch like a couple of pips and you weren't really expecting to go big on it, you wanted to do it quick and fast, that's why you would want to trade based on those time frames.
But yeah, little
Yeah.
scalp trades probably.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's the waiting game. It's not even 7 yet here.
Yep.
Got another probably half hour, maybe 45 minutes before all the lights start blinking.
I'm gonna go grab a cup of tea. Be right back.
Yep. Now the question is, did you change it so that the screen will flip?
Yeah.
Or is everybody just gonna? Oh damn!
Looked like I think I just switched to my screen.
Yeah. Hey, so who started the hangout? You or him?
He started it. Yeah.
Oh.
So
How the
I'm
hell-
figured I gotta think he has that kind of capability to.
To allow other people to take over. That's crazy. That's must
Right.
be a new option.
Yeah, I think it's just like a. Well, if you look at it on the actual video, I can send you the link to the video if you want.
Yeah. PM it to me, and then I'll take a look at it afterwards.
And if you just like mute that, you can see what it's actually looking like. But there's a little bit of latency. There's a little bit of delay.
It's a delay.
Yeah.
But what did you
but you can
click
see
on your side to be able to take control of what the stream is viewing?
Oh, that's me.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah. So Daz, maybe you can aid us in some assistance. Maybe how the screens get switched.
He's like, I don't know. I just clicked.
It looks good now. I mean, I see you're moving your tabs. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, actually, John. So are you trying to? Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I
I didn't
didn't do
know that you
anything, though.
switched
I
it
didn't
to
do
him.
anything.
I thought John was the one actually just taking over and able to display.
Yeah,
what was it?
I wasn't even watching the video when that was happening. Wow.
Yeah, no, that was
so
me.
Dobbs, you must have it on your setup like that. Whoever's talking or something, they just get control or.
No, I moved you over.
I don't know.
I clicked you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're over here thinking that the program's smarter, but it's just you controlling it the whole time.
Yeah, I just kind of put my headphones on. It's like, oh, okay. I see that you got your chart up. I'm gonna flip to you.
All right, so I'm kind of looking at a USD JPY chart too. We got a lot of resistance here. I've got a lot of lines. You can see like where the support's at, support, resistance, what have you. The more you zoom out, this is back to what Mike was talking about, Dobbs.
Yeah.
If you look here, if I make a line like right here, see where this is like the low. This is like it bounced up here, didn't paint, came up, hit, second time, hit a third time, and then that's kind of like what you're counting out for maybe a third time. But with all this consolidation, you could have room for a breakout, or it could go back and retest down to here. But that's where you will get your, I don't know, confirmation, if you will, it's just a little more of confirmation for that zone. If it breaks through this zone right here, this green line, it's a pretty good chance it's going to go down for a little bit.
Who's that hottie?
I don't know, someone on the Facebook feed that you guys just got blessed with. But yeah, I'll shift gears now if the Bonavest, if he wants to take over the reign.
No. Yeah, go ahead. I just now realized the whole time that in the hangout it puts the little avatars of each other, down on the bottom, and where I was at on the screen, it was getting covered up. So
Yep.
I just moved to the other
Cool.
side.
So I guess I'll try to put some indicators. Let's see, screen share. Oh.
Oh, now you're really gonna screw it all up.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna move that over here. All right. Cool. Okay. Now we are in action. So I'm on the 1 hour chart and I'm looking at the euro against the pound. Wow. Oh, you really got to zoom out for this one. Oh, and I can see where Brexit happened. Is it?
Yeah.
This is where it is, isn't it? That's Brexit right here.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You can see that from a mile away.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So if I were to set those the high and the low raise, I should probably not worry about Brexit just because that was such a significant event. Probably won't ever dip like that again, so I'll probably just set it right there. Let's see. Horizontal ray. And then you just kind of choose where you want to I guess I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, guys.
Like what you can do, like you're looking at the 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's like what you could do is set it for like the 4 hour, and then you'll really see where all the peaks and the lows are at, and then just use that ray and then just tag every top and bottom and see what you end up with.
I see.
I mean, usually if you zoom out far enough, you'll be able to see when you put your cursor, you'll see the little dotted line. You'll see all the spots where you're little hovering. Like if you moved your cursor to where those, like where that big peak is in the middle, there's two bottoms at the same level. There you go, exactly.
Yeah.
Where you got your cursor a little bit higher up, it's like there's three bottoms actually that hit the same level. So if you put a ray there, it's like, that's probably some sort of a significant support line.
Yeah, I see that. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a pattern in so that it could go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if the price hits the same price a bunch of times and then never goes past it, that makes you say, hey, the next time it comes to that price level, more than likely it's going to end up, bouncing off of that again. Or you could say, hey, I'm at that point when it gets close to this line, I'm going to watch it because maybe this time it's actually going to push through. So you just kind of watch it. Once you bounce away from it, then hey, I'm good. And if you look at, the amount of pips you have there, and if you want, you can use shift and click, and it'll actually, then you can drag it and it'll tell you how many pips it is. So if you were to like shift click like one of those bottoms, and let's just say you were waiting for those green bars to go up, and it's like, and you missed a few green bars, which is like freaking a whole day, and then said, hey, I think it's going to finally bounce off of that line. And so after a whole day of missing all the up, and you went ahead and went long, you'd still grab freaking like what, 150, 200 pips.
So it doesn't actually, it doesn't say pips, it says bars. That's the same thing, isn't it?
Well, bars is the time. So 57 bars at 4 hour a bar is 13 days, 12 hours.
Oh.
But, and I don't know how you did that. You're blowing my mind here on accident, because I know you're new. but if you shift click, it should only put like, I've never seen it with the 2 arrows, I don't think. Hold on a second. How can I do that? Maybe I just can't see it. Yeah, I just can't see it on the black background. But yeah, so 57 bars in 13 days, 12 hours is how much time from left to right. And then the little numbers that you see there, I just look at the 1457 and knock off the last number. So that's 145 pips.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So yeah, if you drew your line from like, let's say that horizontal ray that you just made is your bottom, and you start seeing it hit once, and you're like, oh, I think it's going up, and it went two green bars up and started to come back down again. So then you're like, oh, well, maybe it's going to go through, and then all of a sudden it dove right through there, and you're like, all right, it's going to go through, and then sure enough, it came right back up in the same 4 hour candle. So you say, well, let me just watch it for a few more candles, and if you waited maybe 4 more candles, why don't you measure from the top of the 4th candle from that line you drew. So let's say you waited actually 16 hours later, and you said, okay, now I'm going to go long because it's definitely going to bounce. So you go long right there.
Yeah.
And if you click shift or shift click, and I always draw down as if I would have been in the trade, it went down against me how many pips?
300.
You can guesstimate that.
300.
About 30 pips,
Oh,
right?
30,
I think
yeah.
it's more like 24 pips.
Uh-huh.
So it's like it only went against you 30 pips. Hell, if you're an average trader, you sweat, 50, 60
Uh-huh.
pips sometimes going, I know it's going to come back.
Yeah.
I know it is. So it's like, yeah, 30 pips is actually a legitimate good, stop loss range. So you only went 30 pips. Now drag it all the way up to the top of where we're at right now. And then just click there, and how many pips would you have made?
187.
And that's if you just ignored it. If you just freaking for 12 days straight said, you know what, I'm not going to pay attention to it, because obviously it went up to like 84, 80, and then dove back down, right?
Yeah.
And you probably would have flipped out and sold at the wrong time and blah, blah, blah. But if you just ignored it for 12 days, you know what, I'm just going to let it ride, because at the point that you waited maybe 12 hours after you went long, you were already in the money. So you could have easily had bumped up your stop loss to like break even or maybe get 10, 20 pips, and it still wouldn't have stopped you out when it pulled back. So all you got to do is ignore it, because it bounced off that big support line you drew there, that if you looked back, the last time it hit that support was also a freaking 200 pip move. So that gives you that indication and that confidence that if this support line holds and it bounces, it's going to bounce big.
Yeah.
So if you look at it now, we're at like 200 pips. So yeah, it gives you that confidence to say, don't touch it. Just let it ride. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to try to get out of it every time it dips. Just going to ignore it. Let it ride. Move my stop loss up every now and again.
Wow. So Bonavest, did you actually bank on that trade, or are you just using that as
no, man. But that's a typical deal, man. I mean, actually, I got in. I didn't even realize what we're looking at. Exactly what I explained to you is exactly what I did on that same exact pair. I have the idea right here.
Wow, dude, really? You let it sit?
Yeah, that's that channel. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, yeah, no, not this one. It was where I titled it a new uptrend for channel. So right here, I saw it break out of this purple right here, and my little way of looking at these purple channels is they usually break out and then they come back to retest. So it broke out, went up a little bit, and then it kind of floated back. I kind of ignored it during this time, and then I found it just like it is right here when I did the idea, and I said, well, great, it hit this what I call what I have here is the super trend indicator, and on the super trend indicator, whatever, it bounced off of that and went back up. So I said, cool, I know it broke out of this downward trend channel, it bounced off the bottom, kind of like a support line, and said, you know what, it's probably going to go up. And then sure enough, I got into it. It didn't exactly do a whole hell of a lot after I got into it, but after I waited a while, yeah, I knew where it was going, so I just stuck with it and let it go. So yeah, I wrote out negative pips. I mean, if I'm convinced on price direction, I'll let it go.
Oh, that's pretty good. Those are pretty accurate channels you got drawn up there.
I think that support line you drew, I think that was that bottom, right?
Yep.
Actually, this is the hourly, go to a 4 hour. Yeah, and see, I even drew my little support line right here. So I saw this little tip right here, and we're looking at a hot chick's butt. But the little ray right here.
I didn't know my screen is still on.
Yeah, actually, no, the stream isn't seeing that, actually. It's just, okay. It's just you.
It's like, it made me look to the left. I was like, oh, what was that?
What?
But yeah, no, here's the same line that you drew, except a little bit further back or whatever. I mean, right there. So I saw that bounce, and it confirmed that it broke out of this little trend channel, because it could have as easily bounced and then kept going down. So yeah, I'm in this Euro GP, and then based on just fundamentals with Brexit and where European Union's at, I think we're good to probably go up in this range right here. But what is it, that Article 50 thing that they keep talking about? That's when they actually like invoke the whole
actually do
process
it.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that might be a time to relook at this, but I have a feeling it'll continue up for a little bit more here.
A revote is off the table, I'm sure. They're not going to.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're going straight through.
All those people that went on Google the day after the vote and said, What happens when the UK leaves the?
No, it wasn't even that. It was what is the European Union? That
Oh,
was
that's right. What is?
yeah, they didn't even know.
Democracy at its best.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a monarch they got over there.
Oh yeah, true enough.
Yeah.
Actually, what do they call it now? It's not a monarchy because they still have the queen, but they call it what? Because they have parliament and all that other stuff now. I said the same things and I had to correct myself. It's like, well, it's not a monarchy now, but I forgot what they call it. Forgot the proper term for that.
I'll look it up.
Oh, this is the most boring part of the evening.
Yep. Wikipedia says it's a monarch.
Said it's a monarchy?
Yeah.
Could have sworn there was another political term that the type of structure it is with parliament and everything, because the queen doesn't rule. Like, the queen doesn't make all the decisions.
Responsible government. They're not. I'm just reading here. Let's see.
Freaking trade view chat. Talking about the costs involved with dealing with females.
They ain't cheap.
Need to figure out how to get some music playing in the background.
Oh, I got some. I made it actually. It's just some background music I made for my YouTube videos. Let's see if
Sweet.
I get it.
As long
up
as it's not
here.
blaring loud.
No, yeah, I got it.
Come on, Aussie Yin, do something funny.
You hear it?
I can't. No.
Oh, actually, the stream can hear it, but you guys can't.
The stream. Oh, because
Yeah.
it's through the YouTube interface.
Yep.
I gotcha. John's microphone's muted, or he doesn't think it's muted.
I found.
There you go.
There we
Now
go.
we can hear you.
Awesome. Yeah, I heard you talking on the hangout, but mine was so that was good.
That's when you gotta like wave your hands and be like, "Hey."
Yeah, I'm gonna remember that for future reference.
Dude, you're making me thirsty sipping on that.
Oh, it's kind of loud. Sorry.
No, I didn't hear you sip, but it took up the whole screen when you rolled that mug up.
I'm like, oh, excuse me, I gotta take a drink here.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy's still talking about women. He's like, yeah, women don't know how lucky they are. Oh my god.
How many viewers have we lost so far?
just probably after that comment. We've been steady at 4.
There you go.
I'll-
It's us three and us three and one more.
Yep.
Yeah, so one of the things that was when I started doing the live streams for Bitcoin, the biggest thing was to include the chat people in it. So like I would talk about stuff and I would just drop the fact about the live stream thing.
Yeah.
And then of course people started to ask about it, and once they'd subscribe or whatever, then of course like you said, once you actually go streaming, it sends out stuff. But until you get like enough groups of traders saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this" or whatever. It's like it is a little slow to build up.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So like, let me try something here. Let me try tweeting. Let's see, what is the? I already got it. It was in a PM. I'm gonna tweet this out to my YouTube people and see what happens.
Guys, we must have just caught really good traffic last night or something. Cause
Yeah.
Well, y'all mentioned it in the chat a couple times, so I
Yeah.
think that's what that's what made me watch it. So
yeah, that caught a few people's eye. It was like it had to be a bet 16 at one point, but that was something.
MSD, do you actually go by MSD? What do you go by?
It's
Is
Dobbs.
that what you go by? Dobbs?
Yep.
Where does the MSD originate?
That's just my initials.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What I figured. Didn't know for sure. Whew.
John, you want to do a screen share?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, I'm just still looking at UJ here. I'm in way too big of a lot size with my equity level. I got basically a big lot going on. It's coming back a little bit though. It's bouncing off one of my bottom lines. It's not my extreme bottom line, which is back here. Like I said, this is that one extended. Oh, actually, maybe even a little lower than that. Way down here where this green line is. That's my lowest low that I'm hoping it won't hit. But as you can see, we already got quite a bit of candle touches hit right here. See, like it went up, hit here, went up, almost hit here with the wick. Came back up, hit right there, went up, hit right there. Kind of went through a little bit, not as deep as this one, but we got a little range here that we could base that off of. And then, yeah, maybe we can get a little bit of an uptrend going from here. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Maybe we can break through 102.6.
I like the way your rays look. They're nice and big and dotted.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, easy to see. That's how I like it too. So I'm hoping it kind of broke out of my channel a little bit. Hoping she can come back into it. But we're hoping, and we got stop losses set. They're set probably another 50, 60 pips down from this lowest low. So we should be good, but
I'm making profit right now on JPY, USD JPY.
Are you on the buy? What position did you buy?
I'm on the buy. I put in a 20-cent lot.
What's
Probably
the first number that it says before the arrow? It should give you like a price.
101.8.
Okay, 101.8. So that's right here on my screen, right where this dot is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you're up at least a good 10 pips right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would sit on that one for sure. And maybe if you want, set a stop loss and profit, but you could even let it come back down and test again and then go back up because it's like a fake out test. That's what it usually does on the hour chart anyway. It's known to do that. Just come back, fake people out. Oh, it's going to break through. It's going to be a sell. No, it's just going to retest again. Maybe paint. Maybe not paint on a 4-hour candle, hour candle, and then just bust back through. And then it might be on an uptrend. So you just really got to wait these out. That's kind of what Mike was saying earlier too. But
USD CAD is kind of just like sitting at 0. Oh, it moved. Finally. I was worried. I was like, is it just like
let me
not?
see. I'm gonna take a look at that right now. Yeah, I had this on the short for last week. I don't know about you guys, but it looked like it had a lot of range to go down. So let's see. Let's draw a line here. It's too light. So like right here. So we basically got all these touches up here. So if we go back a little bit, We got touch here, went all the way down because that was the retest. Remember, didn't quite touch here, it still went down, and then it came back and it's touching like 3 times. It just touched it again, actually, right here. So that's at 1.321. It hit that top a lot of times, and like you got a little bit of head and shoulders here, but it's also maybe attempting to make a higher high, but it looks like it's bouncing off that line pretty good. It looks like it's about to retest again, and then it might go down, but I think your decision will be maybe after it hits that line one more time, or any other thing happens. I don't know. It's really all the options are out on the table right now. I think it'll really depend on the 4-hour chart though, which makes a decision.
Yeah, that 4-hour chart shows the head and shoulders a little bit better.
Yeah, it does a lot better. Yep, there's the shoulder, head. Yeah, so you don't think it'll pass up here? So like 1.324 maybe. You don't think it'll pass that, Bonavest?
Simpleton is saying to look at the day candle. He's saying it just went up 200 pips from like a couple days ago. On the
daily?
The day chart, yeah.
It's like almost a week ago.
Oh.
Now, yeah, when you look at the daily and the weekly, honestly, USD CAD looks really bullish looking at the daily and the weekly.
That is very true. Yeah, it does. It looks like it go up to maybe 145 even. 140 at least.
So yeah, I did the same thing when it hit that first top of the range on the daily. I said, well, it's done that like 2 times before that. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll short it. And then somebody started talking about long this, long that. So of course, when you get somebody telling you the opposite of what you're thinking, you kind of want it where you should start looking at things that way, so that you could maybe see something you may have missed. And then when I zoomed out looking at the daily and the weekly, I was kind of like, well, I could kind of see where once you hit the weekly chart, you kind of see where it looks like it's ready to go back up again. It's like it was a pullback that we just experienced, and it hit the moving average. I've got on my screen a 100 SMA, and it's like it just rode it and bounced it like a few times on the weekly.
Yeah, and it's almost hitting my same like my wicks are almost hitting the same trend line, but it's for the uptrend at this point. Especially for the long run. I mean, if you're looking at
the bottom wicks,
a few weeks time.
Yeah, the bottom wicks have had like 4 touches on the 100 SMA. 4 times on the weekly. So yeah, I could see where that guy was coming from, saying it looked bullish. It does.
Yeah, it does.
But then, as I come back down to the 4-hour, I'm like, yeah, but it looks like it could go down on the 4-hour.
I would give it until like Wednesday, maybe even to make a decision just based on this line right here. It looks like it almost went up there. Like you got your head and shoulders still right here on the day chart, but that's a lot different looking back. But maybe this will come down a little bit more, maybe just for this time being. Maybe if you drew a line like right here.
I wish there was more people that had ideas about where the price was going for USD CAD.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of all over. It's hard to decide really on anything, to be honest with you.
So where are the candles at? I can't even see the candles.
Just amazing. I don't know how to get rid of those, to be honest with you.
Oh, you don't? It's the little light bulb up there.
Oh man, that's okay. That's much better. Wow, I was in.
You've been using your charts with all those dots on it all the time.
It's funny. I was talking to Dobbs about it. I'm like, dude, this is driving me crazy. I can't even read my chart. I might as well not even look at a day chart. I just look at a 4-hour and hour chart where it's less troubling. But that's a lifesaver right there. Good deal. Thank you for that.
Nice.
So yeah, back to that. Could go down, could go up. But I think it'll be decided within the next few days, especially on the day chart, if anyone's wondering. But I would let Bonavest confirm that,
because I know what I'm doing. No.
Just looking at some secondhand assistance in my ideology.
Yeah, no, it's good to see other people's point of view, because sometimes you'll see something. Yeah. They'll see something you didn't look at, or
that is so true. I notice that looking at charts on TradingView all the time. Just people's shared ideas. I'll look at them a lot, and they'll have different channels written out, like of different, like just the support and resistance level of the channels they draw. Kind of are some different that I didn't quite look at, and they're definitely possibilities. I mean, they'll always follow a certain channel depending on the channel you draw. If it's right, most of the time it'll follow it for a little more if the trend isn't complete.
Tina's
Maybe
on.
get
Tina's on the
more
live
viewers?
stream. Yeah, actually, one I got John. Tina's watching right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I know.
I sent out a tweet hoping that somebody out of the Twitter feed there would end up clicking on it to see if what we were doing.
She said she's just laughing her ass off in the library.
Yeah, that's not strange.
I know, right?
Awkward.
Yeah, you gotta be quiet in those libraries.
Yeah.
All right, is it the magic hour yet?
Nope.
Not yet. And actually, things aren't moving the way it's supposed to move. What are you doing?
Oh wow. JPY just crashed.
Yeah, I'm down like $3 right now, $4.
Wow, that's not good. Holy shit, it's tanking.
Yeah, it is.
What is tanking?
The Japanese yen.
Yep.
The dollar. Wow, that's a big fluctuation. Looks like it might paint too. I mean, he'll probably kick back. But
Yeah,
it's
it'll
kicking
probably
back.
kick back. Famous
But-
last words.
it was a big move.
So how many lots you got open right now, John?
That many, huh?
Yeah, sounds like a lot.
Did he mute himself again?
I don't know. John, you got something wrong with your mic or something. Or maybe he just left, I don't know. Like I'm looking at his screen share, he's not doing anything, so I think he's just kind of maybe going to get something. Swapped it over to you. So you got a few things going on there.
It's just this essentially is when I put in like say odd JPY, I see my daily on the left, 4 hour in the middle, and 1 hour on the right. And then I use this type of layout just to kind of get a bird's eye view of everything that's going on, see if anything jumps out at me.
That's cool.
But yeah, something must have happened with the yen. I mean, markets are just now opening out there in Asia, so just wondering to see where it's going to head the rest of the evening, though.
Well, it's headed down right now.
Yeah.
So when you want to open and close, do you call them lots when you want to buy or sell? Because
Do I call them lots?
like what do you refer to them as? Because inside of trading, inside of MetaTrader, when you want to buy or sell inside of a market, we call them buying or selling lots, and they go by penny intervals. So if we put in a 10-cent lot, we have to have $100 of equity before we can do that.
Yeah, you're kind of confusing me. So
It is very confusing.
Like
yeah.
when you're saying penny lots, are you saying penny lots because it's 0.01?
Yep.
Okay, so just don't say penny. Forget monetary anything.
Uh-huh.
It's 0.01 lots. So it's a hundredth of one full lot. So the way the lots work is there's a standard lot, which is 1.0. There's a mini lot, which is 0.1, and then there's a 100th lot, which is 0.01. and then there's micro lot, which is 0.01. So those are the 3 standard lots that you can choose. And so if you're trading on 0.01, then yeah, that's a micro lot.
Micro lot.
And it's 1 micro lot, 2 micro, 9 micro lots, and then you switch up to 1 mini lot. And then as far as how much it costs you, that's just based on the margin requirement of your broker.
I see.
That's interesting terminology. I haven't heard that myself. That's good.
Oh, really? So
Standard micro?
Standard, mini, and micro. So standard 1.0, minis 0.1, and micros 0.01.
Gotcha.
But so like if you trade something like something really big like USD, Euro USD, or anything, pretty much anything with a USD almost is one of the majors. There's like 5 or 6 majors pairs. Those are pretty cheap to trade. The margin requirements are really low. New Zealand to the USD is super low. It's the lowest. But you could compare that margin requirement to the Swiss USD or USD Swiss or whatever, and that one is like the most expensive. So for me, it's 27 or 16 for the Kiwi, the New Zealand thing, and then versus 50 for the Swiss franc. So that's a huge difference of as far as $16 for every 1,000, which is a micro lot, versus 50 for a micro lot of the Swiss to dollar. So it's like this huge difference. It eats up a lot of your balance just to hold the position.
So that just means
Oh, I'm sorry, Dobbs.
that just means it's worth a lot.
Usually it has something to do with the volatility or the fact that maybe it doesn't move very much or it moves a lot. Another one that's kind of low is that I hate trading for the fact that it doesn't move very much is the Euro USD. It hardly ever moves. But that's super cheap as far as margin requirements go. If you look at this thing, I mean, there's just so much sideways action. It literally takes like from here to here. That's 3 days. 3 days time, and it only moved 60 pips in 3 days. Yeah, screw that. I ain't trading that. You go to something like the Aussie yen, and something like this here. Even though this is kind of sideways action right here, this moved probably 2/3 faster. So this did like 40 in 1.5 or in 2 days. So it's kind of like it moves a little bit more than say the Euro Plus. So you have these huge trending price actions, whereas that Euro USD, it like just kind of goes sideways and it jumps up, and it goes sideways and it goes down, and it's like can't really. I don't like trading that. I like big sloping trending moves.
So Bonavest, you ever trade gold or silver?
Many years ago, back when you used to have to pick up the phone and call somebody.
Wow.
And I was getting scammed big time because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was paying like $100 to make a trade.
Wow.
I think even back then to make just a regular stock trade, I think it cost like maybe $20-25 a trade, and I was paying $100 a trade for gold futures.
Gosh.
Wow. So it's $100, and that's not even counting the money you're putting towards the trade, right?
Exactly. That's just to make the phone call and say, buy this or sell that, $100. And then you hang up the phone. You go, oh crap, it's going the wrong way. Pick up the phone. Hey, get rid of it. Another $100.
Oh man.
My gosh.
And it didn't matter how much you were trading or anything. It was just $100, no matter what, no matter how big or small. So you can imagine, unless you were talking big dollars, the percentages of just the trading fees, the commissions or broker commissions.
Wow, they're probably making big money on the commissions.
I think they're probably in jail by now, but.
Oh yeah, I bet they are. I hope they are.
This when you were living in Texas?
Oh man, this was probably 20 years ago. I was in Texas.
Yeah.
I know if you would have bought gold back then and held it, you'd be making lots of money right now.
Nah, they were futures, man. They only last for a little while.
Oh, okay, yeah, futures. So was there even such thing as a forex market back then?
No, I think Forex started what in the 90s, 93.
I think it did. Yeah.
I think I graduated. Yeah, I graduated in 93.
That's when I was born.
I'm getting older. I ain't old yet.
No, you ain't old yet.
I'm old enough to know better, young enough not to care.
Yeah.
That's the perfect age, if you ask me.
Yeah. I have a cousin who's just like you, Bonavest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he lives in Laredo too, and he talks the same way and thinks the same ways about your age.
Texas.
Yep.
So yeah, I will say that getting on these live streams though really distracts me from trading. Though. It's like I'm looking at it going, wait a second, why are the numbers going down? They shouldn't be going down. They should be going up. What am I not looking at?
It makes it a lot less boring though. I do like talking to people. I don't like to be lonely.
Yeah, there was for the Bitcoin stuff. They made a TeamSpeak server just for Bitcoin, because back when I was doing the live streams, people would just get on there to chit chat while the stream was going, but then there wasn't that big interaction between the audience, as a whole. So they ended up making a TeamSpeak server called Whale Club TeamSpeak. And I'm sure there's still probably like 150 people that are in that TeamSpeak. So it's like literally, 150 people, and some people have rights to the mic. And it's just a bunch of people just talking about crap, whether it's Bitcoin or politics or economics or whatever.
Yeah.
Sounds like a well-rounded podcast.
It's not a podcast. It's literally just a bunch of people on the mic.
Oh, really?
TeamSpeak.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, most people use TeamSpeak like for gaming and stuff. But yeah, no, it was pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of really, really smart people up in there, and they have a lot of good viewpoints on the world in general.
So Bonavest, are you in any open positions right now?
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at the numbers going, what the hell's going on?
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's actually what I was going to ask you. Are you looking at your live numbers right now, like what you're making / losing?
Yeah.
Profit margin? Okay.
Yeah, I have, I kind of gave up on one of my demo accounts today, actually. I said, I don't really have a good, it was for a day, trading on the daily chart, strictly just daily, weekly. And it was supposed to be like really easy, just take a few minutes and determine price direction, and then pretty much use no stop loss, but it was like 150 pips, and just pick a price and let it ride and see what happens. And more times than not, in the beginning, I was closing them in the profit. I'd actually close out immediately 50 pips. So it was like everything was plus 50, plus 50, plus 50, and then every once in a while I'd get a minus 150, right? But after a while, I was like, that didn't always work so well. So I don't really have a good strategy for that, and I waste time on it. So I stopped using that. I used to have three, what do you call it? Trade, what is it called?
MetaTrader?
Trading Station.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of like MetaTrader, but for the broker, it's called Trading Station. But yeah, I have 3 of those open. So it's like having 3 MetaTraders open at the same time. So right now I cut it down to 2. So now I have 1 demo account and then my real account open.
How much equity's in the demo? 5,000.
The demo, let's see. I guess I can't. I gotta have the YouTube window open to be able to type it in there for people to check it out. Let's see. I use a MyFX book. Y'all use that, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that for all my news.
I use it for the portfolio thing because I love being able to review my trades and find out where I went wrong or what I did good and things like that. So it helps me out a lot. It's called Bonavest. Well, I'm on MyFX book if you search for Bonavest, and then the one demo account that I've been continuing to trade is Bonavest Basics.
Okay.
And right now it is sitting at plus 163%, and I've been trading it for about 7 months, I think. I didn't really do too much in the beginning. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just playing around. I actually never had an account that stayed above break even.
Wow.
Like over the years, I'd always get it in my head, oh, I'm gonna trade this forex stuff. You know, you can make tons of money in like minutes. And then I'd get a demo account and it'd like disappear. Like 50,000 would get down to like 30,000 after like a week.
Oh man.
You know, so I was like, I had no clue what I was doing. So over the years, I just figured, it's a pipe dream. You know, it was more like a game to me, kind of to play the game, but I never could win, right? So this time around, after trading Bitcoin, I said, you know, I'm gonna check out this forex stuff, and you know, I got the demo account, and then I started actually making a profit. And I was like, oh, this is great. I could actually stay above the zero line or whatever. So yeah, I started trading. I didn't do too much in the middle here, but then I got serious about it, and yeah, and probably most of the price action was within the last about 4 months maybe. And probability is at right now 59%. It used to be at like 62% for profitability of trades. And the month of July, I did 48%. And I didn't really close any. I took one bad trade in August, so it only got like 6%. So I held that trade to the very end, and I ended up eating it here in September. That's why I'm sitting almost at the zero line for September. So
damn. Same story with your real account?
No, real account's the one that I did. Was it 2.5 times? Where I opened it up with 1,000, and now I'm at like 2,500.
Very nice.
And now the numbers are going the right way, so
cool.
Oh yeah, look at the USD JPY.
It's that time. It's 7:30.
That's amazing. Wow, it touched so low down there, and it came back up. It's already in the green again. Dobbs, you looking at that? Look at USD JPY on an hour chart. And you can look at the wick. Remember when it was dropped really hard?
Yeah.
Right there at like 8. It's like 8:15.
It's happening.
It started coming back, and it touched down way down low, but then it came all the way back up. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what I say when I type it in chat. That's pretty much what it sounds like if you were sitting in the room with me. It's happening.
Oh, you did just say it in the chat. That's funny.
As soon as my trades start going the right way, it's happening.
Oh man, that's such a beautiful sight to see the green. Wow, like I was just down 160 and now I'm down only 130. 128.
USD JPY.
That's big. That's on the hour chart too.
Yeah.
I wonder how it looks in the 4 hour. Probably still good.
Of course, my greatest adversary friend is a BTC millionaire in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you in the live stream, LOL.
Classic marketing, social media marketing. You won't believe the picture that I just saw of you. Check it out.
Nice.
It's amazing how many people. I've never seen anyone post a live stream in TradingView before.
I used to do it in the Bitcoin, and they'd always yell at me for it, but.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing it all day, and none of the mods have said anything yet. So.
Yeah, if you're not spamming it or whatever, and like constantly talking, I used to do that, you know, every couple of minutes, you know, because people would come in and out of the chat rooms during certain times or whatever. So, you know, I'd throw it back out there, and then they finally said, "Hey, stop doing that."
Yeah. He's blind.
Looks like BTC Millionaire might check out the stream here. Now I'm gonna have to say something that'll make him mad. Oh, there's a couple more people saying they're watching me.
Oh no.
Oh no, now I gotta actually show that I'm making money, like tons of billions and billions of dollars. I made over $100 in Forex today.
I'm losing my ass today.
That and they complain about my my chart colors.
Ah.
Dude, it's like straight up disco, man. I always tell them, just look at my charts and say boots and pants over and over again. Boots and pants, and boots and pants, and boots and pants, and boots and pants, and boots and pants. Yeah.
Break it down to that.
That's it. Do it. Yeah, odd JPY is doing a bounce here off of the pivot line. Definitely what I was looking to see. But I don't know exactly how much further it's going to keep going. I'd really like if they just do one more push. I could close out, grab some pips, and put my money somewhere else that's not taking so long. No filter.
Yeah, it's bouncing right on that line.
I'm gonna zoom into the 1 hour here. Looks like we're gonna see just some fluctuations, which kind of suck. It's like I wanted to hurry up and just move up. I think I've noticed that my patience doesn't match the 4 hour, even though I like the steadiness of the 4 hour, because I can pretty much, based on my little strategy, you know, say, okay, I'm gonna sell here, buy here. And looking at history, you know, I'll look at the lower two portions of my charts, because that's what I use. I use a bunch of indicators, as good or bad as they may be. But, you know, just following those in history, I'd say, okay, here's where I'd sell, here's where I'd buy or whatever. And it seems to, you know, follow through. The problem is it just takes like days. Like, it's really great when you could just fast forward through the chart and say, okay, it went up, it went down. Yay, I made money, I lost money, whatever. Different thing when you're looking at the last bar on the far right and you're waiting and waiting and waiting. Dude, every one of those little tiny bars is 4 freaking hours. It's like, oh my God.
It's so long. Hey, what is UC?
USD CAD.
Oh. Oh, yeah, we talked about that earlier. It's just not moving. It's super...
Hey, what is... Dobbs, what's your name on TV?
Dobzilla. Here, I'll post in the chat right now.
Dobzilla?
No, Dobzilla.
How do you spell it though? D-O-B-B?
Dobbzilla.
Okay, yeah. Dobzilla. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
A couple more viewers.
You sure did. Hey, what's up, Andre? Welcome back.
Look at that. BTC Millionaire's falling in love with me again. Stop it.
Yeah, on trading view. I always wonder where he got that Benz that he has on that profile picture.
iStock photo?
Yeah, most like.
Yeah, the salesman at the dealership wondered what the hell he was doing. Taking all those pictures. Sir, you're going to have to buy something or get out. No, we're not going to take you on another test drive, BTC Millionaire. Go away. You can't keep coming in here every weekend for a test drive. Go now. Let's see. Someone's saying, look at odd USD. And to sell, supposedly. Only because I'm Mr. Indicator. I look at the fact that this little green line right here, my super trend hasn't been broken, so I tend not to sell until that breaks away or some other good indicator, but definitely think there's some follow through. So that was pure. That was from pure neglect on TV, by the way. He was saying to sell. I wouldn't sell right now, but I definitely can see that it very well could go that direction. On a 4-hour chart, it looks like it'd be more of a pullback. My indications are usually I pretty much base my stuff on price stochastics. So here where the 2 green bars are at, the stochastics have bottomed out and crossed.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, on a long-term basis, this is going to pull back to this green line back here, so maybe to this pivot point, and then go back up. So I would probably want to go long, somewhere about right here. And if you ever use pivots, Fibonacci pivots, there's a really high percentage that if a particular price goes through the pivot line, that it would possibly hit the 2.5 point between the R2 and the R3. So I like to put like different limits and things like that, like right around that area. So yeah, I could see this coming down to this pivot line, then bouncing off the pivot, and then going up to this point here, which is about 7,600, somewhere around there.
That's pretty cool. I like the
guess.
Fibonacci. All right, you can set that up. Bonavest and John and Andre, I gotta get going. I'm gonna leave this stream on if you guys want to keep talking on it. Otherwise, if you want, I can just shut it down now and we'll call it a night and do it.
So how many viewers do we have right now?
We're up to 10.
I know a couple of them jumped in.
Yeah,
we had them. You gotta talk about it in the chat or whatever. That'll get more people online.
Yeah,
it's a little bit more worthwhile.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I had a good time. Let me know next time you do it.
So I'm gonna head out as well.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. We got to do it again. It's a lot of fun. I've learned a whole lot from you and the other guys here too. It's been great. So we will say our bon voyage and farewell. Thanks again, man.